Greetings and salutations! Today we're going to build the Tree of Souls from the movie Avatar. So let's get building! These are the block types you are going to need for this tree. I didn't add the count on there because it could vary depending on how big or how small you're going to make this tree. I'm going to start out using smooth stone so you can see the blocks being placed in case you wanted to follow block for block. But trees are organic, and you don't have to make the exact same tree that I make in this video. Let the build happen naturally and do what feels right to you placing blocks. Doing this will give your tree its own unique shape. Don't stress out about it too much. Not all trees are perfect in the real world anyway. I started building the trunk first with a 2x2 square for a medium-sized tree, and built up from there. I recommend building the trunk with easy-to-break blocks so that it's easier to play around with the shape. There is no exact technique for building a tree. All of tree building and organics is just placing down blocks and adjusting as you go. This is why I love building trees. There's no set rules to follow, and you can be as creative as you want. For this tree, I wanted to have a little bit of lean to it, so I gradually started placing blocks in the direction I wanted it to lean. Now that we have the trunk shape, we have to build out the limbs. This tree shape is kind of like a willow, so each branch is going to have a little bit of an arch to it. Remember to step back and look around the tree every once in a while. Look at the overall shape, find areas that you want to add more branches, or remove some branches. I'm going to go ahead and keep building out the shape of this tree. If you're not following block for block and are ready to move on to the next part, I put a timestamp in the description so you can jump ahead. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. Alright, now that I'm happy with the shape, I'm going to replace the smooth stone with the acacia blocks. So the Tree of Souls doesn't have regular leaves. It has more of glowy, tendril-like things. I use end rods and glass panes to get that effect. I like to give the tendrils a little bit of a color gradient, so I'll be using cyan, magenta, and purple. Start on the furthest block of one of the limbs. Place an end rod on that block, and keep placing end rods one after another until you reach a length that you're happy with. Then place glass on the sides of the block like this. Place around 2 to 3 cyan panes first, and then another 2 or 3 of magenta, and then finish with the purple. I bring these down to about the same height off the ground as the end rods. Every once in a while, I'll make sure some are shorter or longer to give it more of an organic look. Now you can continue to place end rods and glass panes on all the limbs. Remember to alternate with end rods and glass. You may have to add another acacia block to break up the glass so it doesn't connect. And while you're doing this, go ahead and change up some limbs if you feel like they need to be changed. Now it's time to bring some life to the tree. To add some more glowy effect, I'm going to add glow lichen to the roots. Then I'm going to add some grass and some mushrooms for the finishing touches. And if you want even more of that glow effect, you can replace the acacia on the limbs with frog lights. And there you go, your very own Tree of Souls. If you're interested in learning more about building trees, I have a video here that guides you through the basics. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. See you later!